So my name is Professor Jason Hall-Spencer. I work at the University of Plymouth as a lecturer in marine biology, but one of the main aspects of my research is about ocean acidification. So that's why I've got together with an artist locally to set up this exhibit.
My name's Kate Crawford. I'm a doctor of plankton and a scenic artist for theatre, a muralist. And as a creative associate at the University of Plymouth, I have created the ocean organ in collaboration with Professor Jason Hall-Spencer. And this is a visualisation of the effect of carbon dioxide on the oceans.
This exhibit is showing you how the ocean changes chemically when you add carbon dioxide, which is exactly what we're doing by burning fossil fuels. A third of that CO2 that goes into the atmosphere actually ends up going into seawater, and this is a pH scale. So you might have seen a pH scale is measured with chemicals that change colour, and we've got these cabbage chemicals that change colour. They actually react with the carbon dioxide, and as the pH of the water changes, you get these different beautiful colours. And so the point of this exhibit is to show, first of all, the pH scale and how that works, but also try in an artistic way to show what CO2 bubbling up to the seabed is like, because that's how I'm investigating it. I'm going to underwater volcanoes where CO2 comes up through the seafloor like a jacuzzi, and in that way we can see the effect on marine life. And unfortunately, we know for a fact that calcified marine life, things like sea urchins or scallops, are really badly affected when CO2 levels get high in the water, because the water becomes corrosive to the skeletons of these things, and instead of being solid, they actually start to dissolve away.
So what we're trying to do is communicate the science in quite a playful, positive way. Although the actual message can be quite heavy, we're talking about things which are damaging the environment, but we don't want people to disengage, so we are approaching it in a fun, playful way.
Well, we just had a group of school children come through, and some of them hadn't heard of ocean acidification before. Everyone knows that CO2 in the atmosphere is warming the atmosphere and probably making storms worse and weather more unpredictable, but people don't tend to realise that it's changing the chemistry of the sea as well in a fundamental way. I explained to them that it's like throwing a bowling ball weight of carbon into the sea every day per person, and that's bound to have consequences.
So the Creative Associates project has been really useful to me because it's meant that I can collaborate with the university scientists, and we can bring their message to the public in a more visual and exciting way. I would absolutely recommend the Creative Associates. It's been a really lovely collaboration.
It's been positive for me because I don't normally think in an artistic way, and artists just have got a natural way of engaging with people that I don't have. So that's been super. I wouldn't have thought of making these pipes going up to the surface like an organ in a church, but that does look good, looks cool, and helps get the message over. So it's been thoroughly positive, and I'd recommend it to anyone to work with people outside their field to join their brains together and come up with something a bit different.